Welcome to Richard J. Daley College. We're so pleased that you're here with us today. I'm Dr. Janine Janoski, and I serve as the president of the college. Today, during the tour, you'll hear from our faculty, from our staff, and from some of our current students. They'll share with you information about our academic programs, our student development opportunities, and our student initiatives. So we're so pleased that you're with us today, and I hope to see you as a student at Daley College.
Hi, my name is Bianca Rodriguez, and I'm a college recruiter in the Office of Admissions at Daley College. Thank you for joining us today. I'll be walking you through the various portions of today's program as we share with you all that Daley has to offer. I hope that after the day is over, you'll be one step closer to deciding that Daley College is the place for you. First on today's agenda is the student experience and the programs offered to you through the Office of Student Activities. The Office of Student Activities is committed to the development and growth of our students by providing a comfortable environment where students are exposed to a variety of experiences through engaging and educational programming. We encourage the evolution of social, cultural, and intellectual programs that involve all students as well as our neighboring community. We support students as they plan activities and events and develop strong leadership skills. We strive to facilitate a diverse calendar of events that will enhance and complement the curriculum to create an extraordinary student experience far beyond the classroom. Here at Daley, we offer a variety of pre-professional and academic, cultural, and special interest student organizations and clubs. If we do not already offer a club that interests you, you can start your own club. The Daley Bulldogs are proudly represented by our basketball and soccer teams. All student athletes receive academic support tailored to their specific needs, including specialized advising, structured study groups, and tutoring. We also have a fitness center for students and an indoor pool. Now let's hear from some of our student leaders.
Hello everyone, my name is Christopher Petty and I am a current student and star ambassador at Daley College, and I'm here to give you guys my experience. Before we get into that, a little bit about myself. I graduated from Bogan High School. I'm a sophomore and I'm majoring in accounting. But let's jump into my experience. What I would really want to highlight about my experience would be building my relationship with my academic advisor. She's literally been there for me since day one, and she's really made my transition into college a lot easier. She's helped me pick all my classes to make sure I'm staying on track. She's helped me even drop a class when I had to, and she's also helping me look into schools that I want to transfer to. But I also can't forget to mention the Star Ambassador program. It has been an amazing help to me as well, as I've learned to develop soft skills that I can use for the real world. But back to academic advising. For all current students as well, especially for incoming students, I really just wanted to let you guys know that building a relationship with your academic advisor is probably one of the most important things you can do, as it has helped me, honestly. Right now, my advisor is helping me get into the four-year university that I wanted to since day one. So I really hope you guys invest in a relationship with your academic advisors, and take care, everyone. Bye.
Hi everyone, my name is Michelle Quijano and I am one of the 3-star ambassadors at Daley College. I am a psychology major and will be receiving my associates in arts this spring term. A little bit more about Daley and my experience. I have personally come to use, of course, a couple of resources, the tutoring center, the wellness center, and of course, academic advising. They have all helped me a lot throughout my journey in college, and I advise you to take advantage of all of the resources possible. They are completely free to you, and we are all here to help you and support you, whether that be academically or emotionally. Just know that we are here to help you and support you in any way possible, and if we can help you or support you, then we will find the support and help that you deserve.
Hi everyone, my name is Ruben. I am a current student as well as a star ambassador at Daley College. I am a graduate from Ferrer Career Academy, which is in Little Village located in South Lawndale. The reason why I chose Daley is because, well, to be completely honest, if it wasn't for Daley, I don't think I would be in college anymore. Reason being, when I was going through the college application process, I remember getting accepted into all the universities that I was applying to, Urbana-Champaign, UIC, Bradley University, but they were just not offering enough money. Luckily, my mentor from high school, she helped me discover Daley. She told me that they had the major that I was looking for, which is computer engineering. Not only that, she also told me about this wonderful opportunity about the STAR Scholarship, which I now have. I am completely going to Daley for free. I am taking all my classes. I am soon to graduate from my associate's degree, and I truly do not regret choosing Daley College as my college. So hopefully we see you in the future. Thank you.
Thank you to our amazing student leaders for sharing your experiences with us. I would now like to introduce you to our panelists who will share more with you about the student experience here at Daley. Please welcome Dr. Stephanie Craw, Dean of Student Development.
Good afternoon, everyone. It is indeed a pleasure to speak with you all on today. I am Stephanie Craw, and we are excited that you have joined us. Thank you so much to President Janoski and Bianca for starting us off. I am Stephanie Craw, as stated, the Dean of Student Development, and want to welcome you to Richard J. Daley College, home of the Bulldogs. Our college was founded in 1960 and named after a former mayor. If you're not aware, we are located at 7500 South Pulaski. Within Daley, we have a number of resources and supports to aid you in your transition to and through college. You are in for a treat. So remember, throughout the event today, please feel free to click on the Q&A button if you have questions for our panel. For our first panel, we would like to bring some very important people to the screen. So if I can have our student leaders and Ms. Hicks, please join us. Okay. All righty. Good afternoon. Good afternoon. I hope you all are doing well.
Afternoon.
Wonderful. Hi.
Good afternoon.
So we are going to start with introductions. Can I have everyone tell me their name, major, activities you are involved in here at Daley? And so I'll start off with Sam.
Yeah, hi, my name is Samuel Bustamante. I am going for the computer science major, especially on programming. I am president of student government at Richard J. Daley. I am a member of Phi Theta Kappa. I am a member of the Veterans Club. I am a member of the Undocumented Students and Allies Club. A majority of the clubs I'm involved in. Those are just some of the ones that I'm involved in.
Sam, you sound like a busy man. Thank you so much. Jesh, can you introduce yourself for us?
Yes, good afternoon. My name is Jesh Runtutson. I'm a 19-year-old freshman attending Richard J. Daley. My major is currently undecided, but I'm leaning towards something in education or, my doctorate, whatever. Some of the activities that I'm involved in on campus include Anime Club, and I'm gonna be taking over the role of student government president after Sam leaves us, sadly, for the year of 2021. So, yeah.
Thank you, Jesh. You are staying busy your first year at Daley, so that's awesome. We look forward to hearing more from you today. Chris, let's hear from you.
Hello, everyone. My name is Christopher Petty. I'm a sophomore at Daley. I'm majoring in accounting, and then a couple of my activities I'm involved in. I'm a member of Phi Theta Kappa. I'm also an engineer in the engineering club, and then I am also a STAR ambassador. So I'm heavily involved on campus.
Wonderful. Thank you, Chris. Victor, let's hear from you.
Good afternoon, everybody. My name is Victor Cuevas, and I'm a freshman at Daley College. And my current major is criminal justice, and the activities I'm involved with is PTK. Recently applied to become a public relations officer for PTK, so fingers crossed.
Awesome. Well, good luck to you on your officer, going for your officer position. Thank you. Daniel, let's hear from you.
Hello, my name is Daniel. My current major, or what I'm planning to major, is in cybersecurity. As for what I'm involved in SGA as well. I'm actually the treasurer of SGA, currently working aside with Sam Bustamante, our president of SGA, and I'm pretty much also just as involved with many of the clubs as he is. I'm also part of PTK as well.
Awesome. We have some amazing student leaders and very involved in their classroom and around the campus. So I would also like to have an amazing staff person here at Daley introduce herself. So Beverly, can we hear from you?
Hi, everyone. My name is Beverly Hicks. I am the Director of Student Activities. I have been with Daley College almost 7 years, going on in August. I started out in the testing department and then moved down to student activities, and I've been doing this for a little over a year now, and I love working with the students.
Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. So let's talk a little bit more about our students and their experiences. So my first question is for you, Chris. What are your plans after you graduate from Daley College?
So my plans, I have a couple options on where I'm trying to decide where I want to go to school. I have 2 potential full rides from both Jackson State and then as well as Elmhurst College. But on top of that, I'm also looking to, after I complete my bachelor's, I want to go back to get my master's degree in accounting.
Awesome. Look at you. You're just doing the thing. You're
Yeah.
making it happen. That is awesome. 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 Sam, we know that you are finishing up this year too. Can you tell us about your plans after you graduate?
Yeah, so basically I had the opportunity to go to Elmhurst College. They were providing me more financial help, and I am just planning to just finish my bachelor's and get into the work field after that.
Wonderful. Yes, make those dollars and then you can contribute back to your alma mater, Daley College. Wonderful, wonderful. Jesh, so you had shared a little bit with us about you completing your first year at Daley. Definitely congrats on that. What was the most difficult part for you as you transitioned from high school to college?
Transitioning from high school to college really was the battle was more social than I would say in terms of academics and like work ethic. I think if you're on top of your work and very ahead of the curve, staying very vigilant on your assignments and everything will be fine. For somebody that's more social, such as myself, I think it was definitely the transition from seeing everybody that you know every day to having classes with people that you don't really know and that are kind of there to just get their work done. So the events that are held on campus really helps with solidifying the relationship of the alum. So I'm really thankful for the opportunities that Daley provides as like team building and campus building. Yeah.
Awesome. Thank you so much. That's definitely important as you're transitioning from high school to college, getting into a new environment, that you have those connections that you're starting to make. So Daniel, please share with us what you've enjoyed most about your college experience at Daley.
What I've enjoyed a lot about my experiences at college, especially at Daley, has been pretty much the events that we as SGA and a lot of clubs do collaborate to do. I mentioned this a lot of times, where my favorite is always going to be the open mic that was hosted this year, being that it was open for everybody and anybody that wanted to do performances, poems, just reading something from maybe a journal they had, any kind of artwork. We also provided free food, drinks. It was pretty much like in the main lounge, which is pretty much in some of the backgrounds for some of the staff members right now that are participating in this panel. Aside from that, it's also thanks to those events, I feel like as a community, we're more social together in that sense, instead of like kind of like people just like only attending college to attend for their classes. Makes it a little bit more like a second home in a way.
Awesome. Yeah, that's so important to build those relationships and for college to feel like a place that you can rest and relieve and have support. So that's awesome. Victor, can you tell us what resources you found most helpful in making you a successful college student?
Sure. So the 2 resources that been really instrumental to making me a better scholar was the library and the tutoring center. The library overall is a really great place to just study and do your homework, because the librarians do a really good job at maintaining the library and keeping it a very quiet place so you can focus a lot better on your studies. And they also have computers just in case you forget your laptop or your tablet, which makes it really convenient going to the library. And the tutoring center is a really great resource as well, because they're able to provide a pair of eyes, which you don't have, to look over your essays or your math problems. And that assistance can really go a long way in making your grades a lot better. So the tutoring center and the library are really great resources to utilize.
Awesome, awesome. That is so critical. Sometimes when students come to college, they're like maybe nervous to access certain resources, or they don't want to be, you know, made feel like, oh, I don't get it, so I don't want to go ask for help. So definitely thank you, Victor, for sharing that being an important tool for your success. Awesome, awesome. So I'm going to pass it to Beverly. Please tell us what's most enjoyable about your experience working for Daley.
Sorry, I had to unmute. Most enjoyable experience, that multifaceted. It is actually every part of the job and being in student activities. I love talking to the students and coming in every day. That's one thing that I definitely miss, is not having that face-to-face. And as I think Daniel mentioned, that's our background behind us, where we spend most of our time and we enjoy each other's company. And actually, whether we have a meeting out there or we have our activities, we sit on the bistro tables out there, drink our coffee. So just that social aspect and talking to the students and hearing about their lives and what's going on, that is something that I really look forward to. I love my staff, but it's just that my peers at Daley are the reason why I've actually, you know, stayed as long as I have. That and the students, you have opportunities elsewhere, but to have that balance where you actually enjoy coming to work and meeting your staff, you know, your partners, your peers, your students, it's a great feeling that you don't have to make yourself, you know, get up and struggle to get to work. You actually enjoy being there. So those are the things that I really look forward to when I interact with all of my counterparts at Daley. That's really my true love there. And again, with my students, I can't talk about them enough. I know I talk to them all the time, and I like them coming into my office and things like that. And as you see, and they're smiling now, like, yeah, I'm surprised that she's not texting me while she's talking, because I like to keep in touch. I do miss them. And I say that every time we meet. We've been doing this by Zoom so that we can still have that connection and keep that going. And it just makes my day when I see their faces. So those are the things that I really look forward to. Just even on our downtime, whether we're super busy or if somebody will look past and even take the time to say, you don't have that same look on your face, what's going on today? It's a family, and you feel that. We see when we're not in a good place, and instead of ignoring it, people will stop by and say, okay, wait a minute, what's going on? Today is not a good day for you. I can definitely tell. And that's a feel that you don't get in most places. So that is one of the main loves that I do get out of Daley.
Awesome, awesome. That is so important to love where you work and where you go to school. So that's really been really exuded through all the comments today. So as I shared earlier with everyone, please make sure that if you have any questions, please click on the Q&A button at the bottom of your screen, and we will definitely ask those questions as they come up. So I'm going to ask a couple more questions of the students as I wait and see if we have any more questions that pop up. So let me go to Victor. What factors did you consider to solidify your decision to attend Daley?
So there were really two factors that really were important in my decision to go into Daley. That was cost and location. So for cost, I was eligible for the Star Scholarship Award, which paid for my tuition and my books, which really intrigued me over paying $12,000 per year at UIC. So the Star Scholarship being accepted by Daley is really what guaranteed my decision to go into Daley. And the other factor is location. So Daley is like a 10-minute drive away from my home, which really makes it convenient going to the campus, which really motivates me as well to go into class, because Daley is so close, so you might as well make it to class.
Awesome, thank you, thank you. And I'm gonna ask Sam that same question. What was what solidified your decision to attend Daley College?
So yeah, in the same way Victor Cuevas was saying, Star Scholarship gave me an opportunity to go up there. Basically, financial resources that were provided by Richard J. Daley in order for me to pick them. Also, my two older sisters were also in Richard J. Daley, and they were saying wonders about Richard. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna give it a shot, and I actually went to Daley, and since then I have not regretted this decision.
Awesome, thank you. So I'm going to ask this last question to a couple of for the remaining students. What piece of advice can you give the students watching about how to be successful in college? So I'll start with Jesh. Can you share a piece of advice?
Yes. For me, I believe to be successful, you must have a unwavering zeal, a wanting to be successful. And in order to do so, making sure that you go to bed on time, that you're punctual to your classes, that you're keeping up with the assignments, even looking ahead. These things are very important because you don't want to be left behind in the dust. The professors aren't going to hold your hand. Now is a pivotal time in building yourself and what you want out of life. So definitely be tenacious, persevere, and definitely have the courage and belief in yourself that you can do it.
Thank you. Chris, can you answer the same question? What piece of advice can you give students watching on how to be successful in college?
Oh, to piggyback off what Josh was saying, this is college. This is where you really find yourself. So there's going to be a lot of times where you feel lost, and that's absolutely okay. Like literally, I've already changed my major. I'm thinking of changing my major again, but that's just out there because it's like, what do I want to do? Do I really want to do this? So all it really is just like you're finding yourself. So it's okay to feel uncomfortable at that moment, but as long as you keep getting back up and having a backup plan after backup plan and just staying motivated to really just want to finish and do something with your life is what I'd really say. So just really being determined and deciding what you want to do. And it's okay to feel lost at times.
Awesome, wonderful. And Daniel, same question for you. What piece of advice can you give students watching about how to be successful in college?
Okay, I might piggyback off of you, Chris, with the not being able to determine what you're going to be majoring in. It's like that's not a problem because it's college. You can decide what your future is going to be through that. So everything's not going to be cookie cut where you're going to be like, oh, I'm gonna major in this or I have to major on that. You can major on whatever things. Maybe one year you're like so heavily into music because that might have been something you've been passionate since high school or something like that. But then maybe some teacher professor over there might convince you like, oh, this is a better route for maybe more money, or maybe like it might be less class you might have to do, stuff like that, little things like that. But overall, the advice would be is like just be yourself, kind of like don't feel too pressured. College is kind of like all about you and what you want to do, not something that other people is going to be determining.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you so much. I'm going to ask another question that came into the chat. And I'll ask this of Chris. How many years did it take to complete your associate's degree, and did the STAR scholarship cover all the years?
So it's only taken me 2 years to complete, which is normally what most associate degrees take to complete it. And so with the STAR scholarship, it covers up to 3 years of school. So it covers all the way through summer as well. So like for me, I'm taking summer classes. Since I had to switch my major once, it kind of set me back. So I had to take summer classes, but STAR scholarship covers that as well. So you can go fall, spring, and then summer if you want to for 3 years. So you don't have to feel pressured to like rush and finish. I say just take your time.
Okay. Thank you so much, Chris. And I can see we have a lot of questions that are coming in, and some of the questions that folks are having regarding like academic programs and things. We will have a panel of discussing our academic programs here momentarily. So I want to thank our student panelists, as well as Beverly, for joining us on today. So thank you all so much.
Thank you. Thank you.
Yes, thank you so much. Have a wonderful day.
You
Thanks,
too, you too.
everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
So as you can see, we have amazing student leaders at Daley College. And so one of the key things that's important is identifying resources for college, which is critical. And so we will now have a presentation about paying for college and the RISE Act. And so I would like to bring to the screen Jesse and Tom. Jesse and Tom, are you here?
Hello, everybody.
Yes, hi everyone. How is everyone doing today? Sorry about a little bit of a difficulty, but I am good to go now. Thank you, Dr. Craw, for that introduction, and thank you to the student panelists for just giving such an amazing testimony and some very, very good advice. Once again, my name is Jesse Godina. I am the Director of Enrollment Management here at Daley College. And my co-host for this segment today is our Director of Financial Aid, Mr. Tom Panis. And so we want to take some time to educate students and families on how they can fund their education here at Daley College. We know that paying for tuition could be a little confusing, or understanding the resources that are readily available to students and families could be a little confusing. So not only do we want to educate you on the ways that you can pay for your tuition, but hopefully shed a little bit of light on how you can go to college with as little as no debt. And so I think that that's one of the biggest myths of all is that if you go to college, you have to be in debt. And I am here to tell you that that is definitely not the case. There's ways that you can go about going and paying for college. And I'm going to highlight a few of those ways. One of the most common is through financial aid. You can set up a payment plan. A lot of our students, panelists, talked a little bit about the STAR scholarship, which Tom will go over in great detail in just a second. But we also have veteran benefits for our military veterans. We are a Title IV funding institution, and so if you are eligible for those benefits, we do have experts on campus that can help you utilize those resources and maximize those resources here on our campus. For adult learners returning back to school, utilizing your employee tuition reimbursement is a great thing. So if you're looking to go back and sharpen those irons, or make the next step in your career, or take that next step in your career, I would recommend reaching out to your HR person at your employer and seeing what benefits you have available, because those are all resources to help offset the overall cost of tuition. If we can go to that financial aid slide, I want to make sure that I'm highlighting that, because it is the most common way in which students pay for their education. And so I think it's important for students and families to know that the first step in identifying in terms of what you qualify for federal aid is to complete what is commonly known as the FAFSA application. That FAFSA application stands for Free Application for Student Aid. And so once you have completed that application, for students on the call, if you haven't already, please make sure you fill out your 2020-21 FAFSA application, and be sure to put in our school code. We've highlighted that on the bottom for you at the page, because once you put in that school code, we will receive an electronic copy within 3 to 5 business days after you complete the financial aid application. And from there, one of our licensed experts can walk you through on how to obtain all of the necessary documents you need to finalize verification, as well as helping you devise a funding plan that fits you and your family. We also do take monthly installments, and so the approximate tuition for a full-time student is around $1,700. And depending on when you register for classes, you could potentially have the ability to make 6 installments. And so that makes it a little bit easier to fund your education, not having to pay all of that money up front, and breaking that down into 6 separate payments which would come out to about $290. And so we recognize that these are certainly unprecedented times, and that might not be an option to pay out of pocket on a monthly basis. And so what I would strongly empower students and families that are on the call or that might see this later in a video is to apply for scholarships. Apply for scholarships any way that you possibly can. Those scholarships could be faith-based. Those scholarships could be academically based. Those scholarships could be based on sports. You name it, there is a scholarship for you out there. One of the biggest things that I scratch my head every year is students talking about maybe the loan that the loan debt that they've incurred, knowing that there is millions and millions of dollars out there that go unclaimed every single year. So if you're not working, one of the biggest pieces of advice that I would give to students that are watching us here today is act as if the application process is a part-time job. Apply for every single application or scholarship that you possibly can. Take the 30 minutes, take the hour that it takes to complete the form, fill out the application, submit the essay, because the time that you invest in completing those scholarships is going to significantly pay off. Even if it's $200 or $300, those things are going to add up. And it's going to be time well spent. Again, that could be tedious, that could be a long process, I get it, but those short-term sacrifices that you'll make will certainly see long-term gains. And so I want to pivot here a little bit so that I can give my colleague an opportunity to talk about what I would consider one of the most impactful scholarships that we have here at City Colleges, that we have at Daley College, and that's the STAR Scholarship. So, Tom?
Hello, everyone. I'm Tom Panis, the Director of Financial Aid at Daley College. Thank you for joining us today. And I will cover the STAR Scholarship and also the RISE Act. First, we have the Chicago STAR Scholarship, which is offered by the City of Chicago. This is open to current CPS, charter high school students, and also private Catholic school graduates, also known as Big Shoulder schools. And for example, that includes Leo, Mount Carmel, De La Salle, and St. Rita. And this covers free tuition and free books for up to 3 years at any city colleges. It's available also to DACA and undocumented students. It also covers the summer terms. Another benefit is we do partner with 21 other universities, so when you transfer on, you can also transfer the scholarship over to one of those schools. To qualify for this, you must have a 3.0 GPA, complete the necessary tests, also complete the FAFSA, or have a certification of financial aid in an ineligibility letter if you're undocumented, and also enroll in a CCC academic program. As I mentioned before, you must complete the FAFSA if you're eligible for that, and the aid from the FAFSA will be applied first to your account, and for some reason that's not enough to cover tuition, then the STAR Scholarship will kick in and cover the rest of the tuition. And if you start selected for the verification process, you'll have to complete that also. Also next, we have the RISE Act, and this is something new for the 2021 academic year, starting in the fall. This is from the state of Illinois, and the RISE Act basically stands for the Retention of Illinois Students in Equity. The actual application itself is called the alternative application. And this is open to eligible, undocumented, and transgender students that do not meet the selected service requirement on the FAFSA application. This alternative application provides a pathway to the monetary award program, which is known as basically as MAP grants. The application consists of pre-screening questions such as, did you graduate from public or private high school in Illinois? Did you live with your parent or guardian while attending school in Illinois? And did you reside in the state of Illinois for 3 years? You do not need a social security number for this application. One note, if a student is eligible to complete the FAFSA application, they should complete the FAFSA. A student should not complete both applications. This is a quick summary of the RISE Act. Please keep this option open for the fall. And if you have any questions about that, please feel free to reach out to us.
Thanks, Tom. So students and families, we have given you a lot of information in a short amount of time, and we certainly recognize that. Again, there's a variety of different ways that you can fund your education here at Daley College, here at City Colleges. And so everyone is different, and we recognize that. And so we want to be able to give folks at home the opportunity to ask us questions directly. And that's why Tom and I are putting our information directly on this screen so that folks can see that. Take a screenshot of that. I'm sure our wonderful team will email you this information out for those who attended. But we want to make sure that if you have any questions directly related to how to build a funding plan, to how to complete your college education with little to no debt, that you have the right resources readily available, because it can happen. So again, Tom and I are here for questions. We've also put in our team's email information highlighted below. And then also, I want folks to know that our team members are available Monday through Friday, 9 to 5 Monday through Thursday, and 9 to 1 on Fridays to answer your real-time questions in a platform very, very similar to this. So please take advantage of that. Again, we know we've covered a lot of information here. And so we've highlighted a few links that we think are critical to folks. Those links are filled with helpful tutorials and videos on how you can complete your FAFSA, how to apply for the STAR Scholarship. The RISE Act, like Tom mentioned, is a relatively new initiative here in the state of Illinois. So there's lots of unanswered questions about that for families. And so I would empower you to research that information. And again, reach out to us. I hope to see everyone soon. We want to welcome you to Bulldog Nation. And Stephanie, if there's any questions, we'll leave a few minutes open so that we can answer any questions that we might have in the chat. Thank you.
Absolutely. Thank you, Tom and Jesse, for giving that amazing information. So there is a couple questions. One is, what if you submitted 2 FAFSAs? How would I take off the FAFSA if submitted the wrong one?
Okay, I can take that. For each academic year, you can only use 1 FAFSA. So starting in the fall, that's considered the 2021 academic year, and we would use the 21-21 FAFSA. If you're attending in the summertime, then you would use the 19-20 FAFSA.
Okay, thank you. So if the person submitted the wrong one, it would be determined based on which academic year that they're seeking to start classes.
Correct. We would choose the correct one for the appropriate semester.
Okay, thank you so much. And Jesse, this question is for you. It's along the lines of an admissions related question. A student wants to know, can they start in the summer?
Sure. You know, we're always welcoming incoming students. It would depend on if they are a high school student and where they're graduating from. I know CPS has a grad date that is beyond our start date. So if you are not currently enrolled in school and you have completed all of your necessarily enrollment steps, you can certainly enroll for summer 2020. And to make sure that you have everything in order, you can certainly reach out to me and my team, and we will make sure that you have everything that you physically need to start classes in summer. So yes, absolutely.
Wonderful, thank you. And so I think that answer also applies to someone if they're wanting to enroll for the fall. Can you share with them as well if it's the same, like what would be their initial step if they're wanting to enroll in classes for the fall?
Yeah, great question. And so I would recommend for those folks that are interested that if they haven't yet applied to CCC Daley College, that the first step that they do is actually apply. Once you apply to our college, you should look out for your emails because our team is pretty aggressive in getting the appropriate notifications out to applicants for both summer and fall. We have a variety of different information sessions over the next few weeks that help students and guide students on the application process. So what they need to do to apply for school for both summer and fall. So absolutely, again, utilize that information that we've shared with you today. I would recommend the first step is applying. And I know this sounds relatively easy, but once you apply, my team will come in and help you go from there.
Okay, awesome. And another question for you, Tom. A student asked, how would I remove my 2019 FAFSA so they can register for their classes?
You don't really have to remove the FAFSA application. you can have two FAFSAs out there at the same time. So you can complete, if you have the 1920 on file, you can go ahead and complete the 2021 file and we'll use the correct FAFSA. So let's say you're enrolling in fall, and if you've done the 1920 already, you don't have to do anything with that FAFSA. You can leave it as it is, and you just need to complete the 2021 FAFSA, and we would use that new FAFSA.
Okay, thank you. And one more question, either Tom or Jesse can take this one. What if I attended a private school, but my guardian, grandfather, and aunt helped pay for their high school? Could they still qualify for STAR scholarship due to the low income family situation?
Yeah, that's a really, really good question, Stephanie, and to the student who proposed that question online here today. And so Tom mentioned a few of our big shoulder fund schools. And so I would recommend that student to visit our ccc.edu website to see if his institution that he currently attends qualifies for that big shoulder fund, because I think that could significantly help contingent upon he meets some of those enrollment requirements. And so Tom will tell you that each person is different. We would obviously highly recommend to complete your financial aid application. That is the first step to identifying what students are eligible to receive in financial aid. So I want to say, yes, that can significantly help. But again, without knowing the specific details, I don't want to give any wrong information. And so one of the things that I would recommend is, A, do I qualify? Does my school qualify for the STAR scholarship? Do I meet the requirements? And if so, that's an amazing resource that you can utilize to help fund your education. Second would be to complete your financial aid application. Once you begin that application, it's going to tell you what you need to fill out. And also keep in mind that there is a live person, even though we're not physically on our campus, our IT team has done an amazing job in transitioning all of our student services virtually. So we posted those hours of operation. You can ask specifically the questions you want to our financial aid experts so that they can give you the appropriate information so that we can help you devise a funding plan here at Daley College.
Wonderful. Thank you so much, Tom and Jesse, for joining us and sharing the insight about the financial aid and how students can pay for college. So thank you again.
Not a problem. Go Bulldogs.
Thank you. It is such a pleasure to hear from our students and to hear about how you can fund this amazing education. So another thing that's so important is that we take pride in offering students a stellar classroom experience. Please watch this brief video to learn a little bit more about the academic programs here at Richard J. Daley College.
We hope you enjoyed hearing about the student perspective and the many programs we offer to provide you with this well-rounded student experience. During this next part of the program, we'll be sharing with you our academic programs and introduce you to some of our faculty.
My name is Alta Williams, and I'm the Luminary Award recipient for Richard Daley College. I teach business courses, and that is a collage of introduction to business, principles of management, marketing, advertising, and a couple other different subject areas. When they come into an introductory business course, they come in with an expectation. But by the time we finish, we not only meet that expectation, but they leave out with so much more that they wasn't even expecting to get out of those courses. I put a lot of accountability on the students. And by doing so, I don't mean that I'm putting things on them that they can't tolerate, but that they're able to meet the expectations in a way that they appreciate, that they can see that it's meaningful for them. Giving them the unexpected. Because we have a curriculum, we have an outline of what we're going to do, and the students know that because we put all that detailed information in the syllabus. But it's the extra stuff that comes in because of recent world events. So it's the unexpected that makes those classes exciting. I was shocked, and it was something that came across, and I said, wow, I made an impact where students appreciated what I did. So after I realized that I became overwhelmed and excited. Every day is different. Even if I teach the same subject every other semester or every semester, every day I step in that class is different because it's a different student body in front of me. I've been teaching at that campus for 12 years, but I've been teaching at city colleges for 21 years. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I appreciate you so much. And I am so glad to know that I've made an impact.
Daley is widely known for its credit programs ranging from basic and advanced certifications to the 2-year associate's degree. Daley offers a variety of programs for all ages, including personal and academic enrichment courses for children and adults. As a Hispanic serving institution, Daley offers courses in ESL, GED HiSET in English and Spanish, civics and citizenship courses, and much more. Daley's focus areas include advanced manufacturing, early childhood education, criminal justice, computer information systems, and business. We offer a variety of degrees and certificates, including accounting, factory automation, web development, and electrical construction technology. Certificates range anywhere from 6 months to 24 months for completion. Our 2-year associate's degrees are built to give students the basic technical, academic, and transferable skills they need to join the workforce or pursue their education in their chosen field. The 2-year associate's degree translates into the first 2 years of a bachelor's degree. Daley is proud to partner with 27 4-year institutions across the country to provide a smooth transition for our students into a college or university of their choice. Those partners include IIT, DePaul, UIC, Northwestern, and many more. Universities such as Robert Morris University, Columbia, and Loyola are ready to assist our Star Scholarship students with additional scholarship support. SIU, Governors State, Northern Illinois, and IIT are Daley's exclusive partners in manufacturing technology. Our partnership with SIU allows students to earn a 4-year bachelor's degree without having to leave Daley's campus. Our faculty is committed to the academic success of our students. They empower our students with the skills, knowledge, and experiences to fulfill their academic goals.
My name is Anita Ramirez. I'm at Richard J. Daley College, and I'm an instructor in the Department of Manufacturing, Engineering, and Physical Science. I love my job at Daley because of the people I work with. The students are fantastic. I went to graduate school hoping to find the job that I found. It's exceeded every expectation I've had of what I thought I could have in a career.
I nominated Dr. Ramirez because I've never had a professor who cared so much for her students. She's able to show the great side of engineering. It's that legitimate interest in the field and wanting to make change in the world. And I think that she embodies that perfectly.
She gives a lot to her students. We receive a lot from her. She has been one of the professors that has given me a lot more than I ever thought I would receive.
Winning this award is a huge deal for me. Hearing what my students had to say is just phenomenal. I'm really just moved right now, and it's really something to know that the students feel supported, and I think that's the kind of environment we have here, and I enjoy that. It definitely is a community. People take things personally in the sense that everyone can name their students in their class, and you can connect with other professors that student has, and you can try to see if you can make more opportunities. I think everybody here is interested in the student. It's a lot different than what the students may encounter when they transfer to a larger school. So if they can get the support and the confidence they need in these first years, I think that might equip them with something in themselves that they can build on in a larger school.
Manufacturing made Chicago. It took this spot from a plot of land to one of the greatest cities in the nation. Through hard work and attention to detail, Chicagoans spent their lives building this lakeside haven we call home. Their strong work ethic and formidable set of skills created skyscrapers, Ferris wheels, museums, and neighborhoods. They housed nearly 3 million people, paved 55,000 miles of roads, and gave generation upon generation a sense of safety and community. So where can we go from here? The tools and technology of the built world have changed. Artificial intelligence, automation, smart grids. We have improved software, analytics, and revolutionary ways of thinking. The manufacturing floor that built Chicago has evolved. It's time for a new generation of innovators to shape the world ahead. Let's move forward. Manufacturing made Chicago. Advanced manufacturing technology will inspire a new era in Chicago making. When this industry grows, every neighborhood, every family, all of Chicago can thrive. What we need is you. Neighborhoods and global businesses need you. Our city needs you. Your inspired minds and talented hands are Chicago's future. Visit the new MTech at Daley College to be a part of the future that makes Chicago stronger.
Okay, so we are so excited to have with us and invite our dynamic academic leaders of Daley College to the screen. Thank you all for joining this afternoon. Let's start off with introductions. Anne, can you tell us your role, how long you've been at Daley College, and what's most enjoyable about your experience thus far?
Good afternoon. Thank you, Stephanie, and welcome everyone. My name is Ann Panamitros, and I am the Vice President of Academic and Student Affairs here at Richard J. Daley College. I have been with Daley for about just under 3 years, and I love being here. Some of the favorite parts I have working here is, I really have 3 things that are really my favorite. First is just working with students. The students are dynamic. They inspire me every day. They're just filled with motivation and grit and determination, and I'm really fortunate to be able to work with them. Our faculty and staff and my colleagues are all here for the students. It's evident in everything that they do, and we all work hard to ensure that our students' needs are met and that they are working, where everybody's working to help them achieve their goals. And finally, being part of a larger district, we have 6 other colleges that we collaborate with. We work with a diverse group of faculty and staff across the entire city of Chicago, and it's really a great place to be. So those are my favorite things about working at city colleges and Richard J. Daley College.
Thank you, Anne, so much. George, can you share with everyone your role and how long you've worked here at Daley, and what excites you about your work every day?
Hello, everyone. My name is George Kinlaw. I am interim dean of instruction. I've been here for about 10 years now. What I enjoy about working at Daley College is I have an opportunity to come and help and support students, faculty, as well as staff. And I find it enjoyable being able to share and pay it forward by providing people with information so they can continue on their journey and finding a pathway with having those resources so they can be successful.
Thank you, George. Last and certainly not least, Dave, can you please share with us your role, how long you've worked at Daley, and what caused you to want to work at Daley?
Sure, Stephanie, thank you. And hi, everybody. My name is Dave Gerzatis. I'm the Dean of Advanced Manufacturing Engineering here at Daley College. I've been here about 2.5 years, and it's a really interesting place to work, really energizing place. We have a lot of smart, thoughtful people, everyone from students, faculty, staff that are on campus every day that we get to work with and improve and solve problems and improve the programs and try to help our students achieve their dreams.
Awesome, awesome. So VP, first question is for you. In your opinion, what is unique about the academic and student experience at Daley?
Well, to me, what's unique is the environment that everyone at Richard J. Daley College provides. I was just in a Zoom meeting with our faculty this week, and one of our faculty members reminded me that, you can get academics anywhere. You can go to classes anywhere, but you're not going to be able to find a family of people that care like you do at Daley College. And I think that sums it up. I mean, you have a group of people here at Daley that are here to truly support students, to help them grow into what they want to be, to help them achieve their goals. And that is what I think is unique about Richard J. Daley College.
Awesome, awesome. George, in your experience, what four-year programs do students pursue after completing their basic certificate, advanced certificate, or associate's degree? And what four-year institutions do they transfer to?
We have a variety of different programs that our students use to transfer. So the three popular ones are Associates of Arts and Associates of Science and Associates of Engineering. So associate engineering is for students who know that they want to focus on engineering. Science is for students who want to focus on the sciences, like medical school, if they want to go into nursing, if they want to go into other science fields in those areas. And then we have Associates of Arts for people who want to maybe major in something that's liberal arts. So they might have sub focuses below that, which might be psychology, might be counseling, it might be composition, writing. And so those are some of the areas that people transfer in. But then we have our CTEs too. CTE programs are where students actually take classes and they get an Associate of Applied Science, which means you're getting an applied skill that you'll be able to use right away. So those students tend to go work, but they also continue their education. So that can be in the field of business, manufacturing, a computer information system, criminal justice, and those are the areas. Child development, okay? I knew I was forgetting one. And they tend to transfer to a variety of different schools that's in Chicagoland area. We should never forget our good schools that we have in our own backyards. We have IIT, University of Illinois, University of Chicago, Loyola, DePaul. So all those schools do accept our credentials. The key part is to work with your college advisor and find out, to communicate where you want to go long term. So you can kind of reverse engineer and so you know exactly what to take at our campuses. So any school you want to go to four-year wise, by going through CCC, Daley College, you can go to those colleges. So don't think that, oh, because I'm doing community college, I'm going to be limited. You can go to any of those schools. You just have to make sure that you work with your resources that are on campus, college advisors, and then they'll be able to get you set up so you can make that transition smooth.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. That is great information. And as you said, transferring is an option at city colleges, and we have a lot of great partnerships that allow students to do that. So Dave, let's share a little bit more about the MTech program. So some students may be intimidated or overwhelmed by the sight of the complex equipment in the labs in MTech. Should they be? And are students expected to know anything about this equipment prior to taking classes?
Yeah, that's a good question. I think a lot of students have that reaction, and definitely don't be intimidated. The classes and programs are designed to be building blocks so that you understand the underlying technology and how things work, and that you work your way up to the more complex classes and equipment that you see within MTech. We have a space that's called a maker space, where you start out with learning some computer-aided drafting, and we're learning how to work with desktop equipment, and then classes such as hydraulics and pneumatics, where you learn basic technology that's used in the more complex equipment. And you know, like we're all saying, we have a group of faculty that loves these topics and loves seeing the aha moment in students' eyes and helping them over any apprehension or roadblocks they have in learning.
Wonderful. MTech sounds like an amazing program. And I know for myself, I was a little intimidated when I seen some of the big machines on campus, but I know that you all are doing an amazing job. So another question for you, Dave, what do students seem to like about classes in advanced manufacturing at MTech?
Oh, so by far the hands-on nature of the classes. All of the classes have a theoretical lecture part of the class, but the main attraction for the students in the program is typically the hands-on portion. And you're actually doing things. You learn about how to weld, the theory part, the terminology, the safety aspects, but then you're going to perform welding and operate the small machines that to cut the metal and make the pieces that you're going to in turn weld. In the CNC classes, you're going to learn how to start up, run, load, and manufacture parts on that equipment. And so that's the hallmark of our classes is the hands-on nature. That's why we have the large facility with all that training equipment. And then the equipment is designed to be similar to what local manufacturers have. So we're building the confidence in our students to go into the local manufacturing companies with the knowledge to get started within those companies.
Awesome, awesome, great information. So it looks like we've had a couple questions come in. And so I will ask George to answer this question for me. Will the departments have a video like, I believe like this for diverse learning?
Sorry, George, you're on mute.
Uh-oh, let's see.
Sorry about that. So we do have a Disability Access Center that is available for students who come in and self-identify themselves. So, you know, we respect people's privacies, and we know some students are diverse learners and they feel that they only want limited support or resources. So if a student is a diverse learner, all they would need to do is just identify themselves. We have the Disability Access Center that's available. And when they begin to go through that process, they should identify themselves. The Disability Access Center will provide supports for them. Like, for example, we do have note takers. We do have extended time on testing based on what your assessment is and what your needs are to support you. Also, it's going to be very, very, very important before anyone tests. They should identify themselves as a diverse learner so they can have their assessment, because they might be given extended time in regards to their test that they take to determine their placement into courses at our institution.
Cool. And then there's just an extension to that question, and I think, Anne, you can also chime in on this. How do you support students that struggle with academic disabilities, specifically areas of ADD, ADHD? I don't know if you wanted to add on anything to what George answered, or if George, you want to elaborate on that.
So we do have the Wellness Center that provides support systems in regards to that. So everyone's situation is different. Like, some students might get very anxious when it's time to test. So they might do time management sessions. They also have individual one-on-one counseling and support, also group. And it's good sometimes when you're in a group and you realize, wait a minute, I'm not the only one that's going through this. It's people just like me. And then they also can provide supports as well. Also, we have tutoring, which is a great assistant. I tell people, don't take tutoring as a negative thing. Take it as being proactive. You know, if you're taking a math class, you should be going to tutoring twice a week just to make sure that you're understanding the math, not until after you fail something, or just to have that extra support. So those are some of the things I had to add. VP, you have some things?
I think you covered it, George. I think it's important to know that, you know, there's a variety of resources for every kind of learner at Daley College, and the first place to start would be with your college advisor and then visiting the Disability Access Center.
And I would like to also throw out a plug for CCC. A lot of other colleges don't have disability access centers or those support services like wellness. So sometimes when students go and they're diverse learners, some schools, and they might not realize, it might not be their intentions, but they go, we don't have those kind of services. You're in college now. You're expected to do it this way. But we really pride ourselves that we do provide that support. And some parents and students come in, they're kind of like blown away, because it does help them in regards to their decisions sometimes, because they want to get used to being in a college environment for 2 years and knowing how to navigate through the system of supports. So when they do go to their 4-year, they can, even though they might not be in place at the 4-year institution, they can kind of like seek out some resources and kind of put them together so they can make it through their 2 years successfully.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. We have another question in the chat. Do you guys offer sports management as a major?
So sports management itself is not a major at Daley College. However, there are many four-year institutions that offer sports management as a major that we partner with. And so if that's your intended goal, the best thing to do would be to look at what the requirements are for that major and look at the courses. We have a variety of general education courses as well as some business courses that might be able to feed into that. For example, management and introduction to business that would feed into the knowledge for that particular degree. But the best thing to do is to look at what that four-year degree is going to look like and what the needs are to get into that program, and then come back to Daley, take your classes, take the first 2 years with general education requirements, which is every degree has at least 38 credit hours of gen eds that are needed, and then look at what can transfer into that program.
And also, we have great support systems. We have student development office where we have college advisors to help you navigate through that. So you don't have to feel like, oh, I got to come and figure it out on my own. The key is to let them know where you're trying to go, where you're trying to go in life in your major, and then they can go from there and help you navigate through that. So you won't have to do it by yourself. And then sometimes you might think one way is the right way, but they can get you to that solid resources. They can connect you with that four-year that you want to go to. They can connect you to iTransfer, all the different resources. So you can become well informed yourself, so you won't have to just rely on them or the four-year institution that you're going to go to. You'll be able to be successful through it. We really want you to be successful in getting wherever you want to go. So we're not looking at it like, oh, we're going to provide supports with you only pertaining to Daley College or CCC. No, if you're trying to get to your four-year, we're going to make sure you're successful while you're here and giving you the tools so you can make it through your journey to get to your next step. And then we also want to make sure that you know that we're available after you finish your journey to check back in with us and to get suggestions. And that's why it's so important to develop those relationships with your college advisor as well.
Great point, George.
Thank you. Thank you all so much. You contributed so much information for our guests today. I know that if I was a high school student, I definitely would be considering Daley if I knew that I was going to have the opportunity to have amazing leaders in our academic programs such as you all. So thank you so much for all the information that you shared.
Thank you, Stephanie.
Thank you.
So as you all have heard so much about Daley College, one of the things about Daley is that we are a college that is focused on serving the entire family. So I am excited to invite Dina and Katrina to share a little bit more about our adult education and continuing education programs. So Dina and Katrina, can you introduce yourselves to our audience and share more about adult ed and continuing ed?
Yes. Hi, everybody. Good afternoon. I'm Katrina Pavlik. I'm the Director of Community Education here at Daley.
Hi, I'm Dina Giacometti, the Dean of Adult Education here at Daley College. And so I'm going to talk a little bit more about our adult education programming. I want to thank you all for making Daley College a choice as you consider your next steps in your education. The goal of adult education is to engage community members who need to build skills in English, English language, or their basic skills. The City Colleges of Chicago is the largest adult education program in the state of Illinois and among the largest in the nation. We strive to move students into post-secondary education, so credit courses, or the workforce with family-sustaining wage jobs. The Adult Education Department offers English as a second language. That includes ESL classes that can be taken partly in the classroom and partly online. We also have high school equivalency classes where a student can earn their GED or HiSET. Once you have built skills to the 11th grade level, you would be eligible for our iPathways program, which is a remote options. We offer 2 integrated education and training options. One is in child development and one is in manufacturing. These programs move students into credit classes in the fields with the support of the adult education classes at the same time. Here are some pictures of some activities going on with our ESL students. Our classrooms are places where students build communities with teachers and students while valuing the diversity of our city. Students often learn English and basic skills through enrichment activities. Our instructors are dynamic and they bring incredible engagement to the classroom. All of our adult education students are eligible for our Gateway Scholarship Program. So any student that comes through that program is able to have 2 semesters of tuition 100% paid for. So a student could take a full-time course load towards their career goals and it would all be covered 100%. Daley College and the City Colleges of Chicago are committed to putting adult education students into in-demand jobs. We use data from the Chicago Cook Workforce Partnership to determine where the jobs are, and then we try to tailor programs to meet those needs. At Daley College, specifically, we offer the Early Childhood Education Program and manufacturing. There are other integrated education and training options at the 5 other colleges that also offer adult education. Here are some frequently asked questions that we get. All classes in adult education are free of charge with your proof of Illinois residency. We also get asked if there's a certain age you have to be to attend, and there is no age limit for people to attend classes. You can learn at any age, and some of our classrooms have seniors and young people, and we love it. And then where can I attend the classes? You can attend the classes at Daley College's main campus, at Arturo Velasquez Institute, which is our satellite campus. And we also offer programming in off-sites such as churches, schools, and parks. Potential students are able to apply now at applynow.ccc.edu. We look forward to your success, and please remember that at CCC, it is never too late to put yourself on a career pathway. And I'll turn it over to Katrina now, our Director of Continuing Education.
Great, thanks, Dina. So I'm going to talk for a little while, and then certainly if you have any questions about Dina's program in adult education or my program, put them in the chat box and we will answer them afterwards. So good afternoon again. My name is Katrina Pavlik, the Director of Continuing Education here at Daley College, and I really want to thank you for joining us today so that you can learn more about all the educational opportunities that we have to offer. Continuing education is an academic department here at the college, and we offer non-credit programming for all community members. I'll talk about what that means in a minute. But one of the things that we do is we offer programs and classes to everybody, to young people, to children, up through adults and senior citizens, and not just college students, right? We bring the whole community onto campus. I think that everybody at Daley can agree that we are here to put our community on a path to lifelong learning, and continuing education is where a lot of that lifelong learning happens. So we have continuing education classes at both campuses, at our main campus at 75th and Pulaski, and also at our satellite campus at 28th and Western, also known as AVI or Arturo Velasquez. So let's start with classes for kids. We have a lot of programming for children. Probably one of our most popular programs is our swimming program. We start at age 1, and we actually have swimming classes for adults as well. So we go through the whole lifespan. Anybody who needs to learn how to swim can do it at Daley. We have a beautiful pool. We also have academic programs for children. So on Saturday mornings, children come in and they get extra help in math and reading skills. That might not be applicable to you if you're in high school, but you may have a younger sibling, younger brothers and sisters or neighbors or cousins that need some extra help with their schoolwork. And so we have that available. At our AVI campus, we actually have an engineering for kids program. So it gets kids with hands-on learning around engineering concepts. And we also have art, dance, gymnastics on both campuses. So we have a lot of fun programs for kids. For our adult learners, we have both personal and professional development opportunities. So if an adult, maybe somebody already has a college degree and they just want to learn how to sew or how to decorate cakes or how to speak Spanish, they can take classes with us and learn those things. They wouldn't get college credit. They're just learning it because they're interested in bettering themselves and getting something new, doing something brand new. We also have classes for adults who want to learn how to use a computer, or they want to get ready for a particular career and they just need to take one class to kind of get them to the next level of their job. We have classes like that as well. And I want to talk a little bit more about our makerspace. So Dean Dave Gerzadas mentioned our makerspace classes. And we have a really cool makerspace. We've got 3D printers, we have laser cutters, we have shop equipment, and we bring students into that makerspace as young as 10 years old, and we have adults learning to use our makerspace equipment as well. So we have like jewelry making and ornament making, and you can see on the picture here, we had some young adults over the last summer, and they made their own clocks. So they actually designed their clocks on the computer using software that they learned how to use. And then they sent those files to the laser cutter, and the laser cutter cut them out. And it was really, really fun. So we're actually working on some summer programming for this summer as well. If you know anybody who's looking for some summer camp opportunities for kids, keep us in mind. So like I said, we have a lot of different programs. You can find our spring and summer programs online. So if you go to ccc.edu and you search under future students and then continuing education schedule, you just choose Daley College as the drop-down menu, or Arturo Velasquez as the drop-down menu, and you can see all of the classes that we have. I do want to mention we have a really cool partnership right now where we have free online tech classes available to community members through a partnership with Cisco. So take a look at our schedule. We have a bunch of classes offered through that partnership, and that registration closes next Friday. So get in there before we close it if you are interested in learning more about technology. I think that finishes it up for me. Stephanie, are there any questions that we want to send out?
Yeah, for sure. Thank you both, Dina and Katrina, for that amazing information. It's helpful to hear once again how Daley is serving an entire family. A whole family can come to Daley College and enroll in some capacity. So a question for you, Dina. How often do you open registration for the GED and ESL courses, and where do people sign up?
Yes, sorry, I was on mute. We have new sessions for ESL every 8 weeks, and we have new sessions for the high school equivalency classes beginning in August January and May. So essentially, we're registering at all times in the year for that next upcoming session. Currently, students can go to that website, applynow.ccc.edu, to get registered and take the placement test determining what level they would be in.
Okay, awesome. And just one more question. Are students that are a part of the GED and ESL courses able to take advantage of any of the support services on the campus?
Yes, absolutely. So students who are on the adult education side of the house are eligible. They're students at Daley College, and they're eligible for any services that we provide, including DAC, wellness, food pantry, anything they need to support their efforts in school, they're eligible for.
Wonderful. Thank you. Thank you. And Katrina, you shared so much great information about things that folks can do and through the continuing education program. And so a question, what is the cost of continuing ed courses, or is it free?
I wish all of our classes were free. Some of our classes are free, but if the class has a fee associated with it, it's usually a pretty low fee, usually under $100. So the best place to look at our prices is to go to our online catalog and see what the different classes cost. And it doesn't matter where you live. If you live in the suburbs, if you live in the city of Chicago, the price is the same for everybody for continuing education.
Awesome. Awesome. Well, Dina and Katrina, thank you so much for the information that you shared today. It was so helpful. Once again, that Daley is serving an entire family. And so we encourage our participants to consider that, that when you enroll your senior in high school in classes at Daley, that you may take some classes yourself or explore the continuing education, and also for your little children. So thank you both so much for joining us today.
Thank you so much. This is fun.
Wonderful. And so you have learned a lot of information this afternoon. And so I'm going to bring back to the screen to assist me with some trivia. So Beverly, are you here?
I'm here, I'm ready.
Awesome, awesome. I'm going to share our trivia questions and then let you take it away. So, okay, so I'll give folks some instructions. We don't start quite yet. But we have the poll everywhere option. Okay. We have the poll everywhere option for folks that want to join us at home. You can either respond by going to pollev.com/SKRAH142, or you can text SKRAH142 to the number 37607. And so I'll let Beverly proceed with the questions.
All right, welcome and enjoy our daily trivia. First question. In December of 1976, Southwest College was renamed Richard J. Daley College. The new building opened its doors in 1981. Richard J. Daley College was renamed after a Chicago A, doctor, B, soldier, C, mayor, or D, governor. The answer is C, mayor. This student organization provides a forum for the open exchange of views and ideas on matters of importance to students. PTK, Student Athletics, USA, or the Student Government Association. PTK. That would be our Phi Theta Kappa Sorority Society, as well as our Student Government Association.
So which one is our right answer, Bev?
It is Student Government Association. Due to its proud heritage, diversity, and rich culture, Daley College has earned its national designation as a Historical Black College, B, Hispanic Serving Institute, C, Tribal College, or D, Asian American and Native American Pacific Islander Serving Institution? The answer is B, an HSI. What is the name of the Daley College satellite campus? A, Arturo Velasquez Institute, B, Daley College North, C, Southwest College, or D, Western Avenue Technical Institute? A, AVI, Arturo Velasquez Institute, is the correct answer. The Daley College mascot is A, poodle, B, pug, C, boxer, or D, bulldog? The answer is D, bulldog. Where is Daley College main campus located? A, 7900 South Pulaski, 7500 South Pulaski, C, 7601 South Pulaski, South Cicero Avenue, or D, 7045 South Kedzie Avenue? The correct answer is B, 7500 South Pulaski.
All righty. Thank you, Bev, so much.
Thank you so much for playing.
So a lot of rich information that you have heard today about Daley College, learning all the trivia, being able to see all of the amazing things here from our students, from our academic leaders. And so that is really exciting, and we're so happy to have you a part of this. So we are going to have you view some more pictures and videos of our campus. So our campus tour video is coming up now.
Hi, welcome to MTech at Daley College. My name is Dave Garzettis. I'm the Dean of the Engineering and Advanced Manufacturing Program. We have a few slides and short video to show you our program. This is an overhead view of our campus. This is the main building towards the upper right center of the slide. This is a new bridge over 76th Street. So 76th Street running west right here, Pulaski here to the lower right hand of the slide. And then this is our new MTech facility. If you're going to enter the new building, when you do come to campus, you're going to go west on 76th Street, enter the parking lot on the west end of the new building, and then circle around, park out in the parking lot, walk up the front of the building, which is on the east end of the building, and enter the campus. This is the lobby. Once you enter the new building, you can see the floor-to-ceiling windows, all the natural light coming in. It's a very inviting, fun environment to learn in, and we have an extensive selection of industrial equipment to train on. We're going to walk down the hallway. On the right-hand side is that high bay space with the industrial equipment. On the right-hand side is 10 labs and classrooms with different industrial training equipment. We're going to go in a couple of the classrooms. This is industrial electricity. The light will come on as we enter the room. And this trainer here, this AC/DC electrical systems, is for somebody studying factory automation or industrial maintenance. And all of our classes are very hands-on. They include a theory lecture, of course, to learn about the science of electricity or welding or whatever you're studying. But then there's a hands-on portion. So this next training piece of equipment is in a second class for people studying industrial maintenance. And those gold motors get controlled by all the components on these panels. And those are full-size industrial components and have to be concerned about safety, but you're learning about wiring and troubleshooting in these types of classes. We're going to move into the high bay space. Towards the back of the building here, right in the center, is our welding booths. Welding is very popular with our students, and students take a series of welding classes to learn about all the common welding processes and how to make their own projects and weld up, whether it's a table or a cart or a rack, something we need in the facility. But students love those projects and they're good learning experiences. Turn off the background sound. So we're looking north right now through the windows. The equipment on the left was a laser cutter. These are robotic welding. So after you learn how to weld manually, our advanced welding classes teach students how to weld with robots. And we'll walk through and talk about some of this other equipment. This equipment on the left-hand side is for higher level classes in industrial electricity. Students learn how to wire and repair wiring in industrial control cabinets. I'll stop the video there for a second. This is our CNC training department. So CNC stands for Computer Numerical Control. Metal cutting, lathes and mills are two typical machines. These are two lathes in the back corner. We're going to continue on past this equipment. The machine right there is a special piece of equipment, EDM. It's electronic discharge machining. But, and we have a class that covers that specifically. There's manufacturers in the area that have that exact piece of equipment and are looking for students that know how to run that type of equipment. But here's two more CNC machines. This is a large lathe, and this is a large mill in CNC machining. Students learn how to operate and eventually how to program and set up and maintain that type of equipment. We'll continue on towards the east end of the new building. And here we're entering it. This is a robotics training area. We hear all about robotics in the news these days. Robotics are being installed in all types of industrial environments, and we want our students to be knowledgeable on a first-hand basis of how these robots operate, and then hopefully they are interested in it and eventually take classes to be able to program and maintain the robots also. So that's a quick overview of our facility, and the main programs we have are CNC, welding, quality assurance, and factory automation, which is also known as industrial maintenance. All of those programs are available in sometimes morning classes, sometimes evening classes, so we try to offer a flexible schedule, but also we have stackable credentials where students can achieve a certificate or continue to take classes to achieve an associate's degree in those areas. And we have employers who are looking for students with those skills all the time. Come to see us at Daley College when we reopen, and good luck to you in your senior year of high school. Take care. Any questions, get a hold of us. My name's Dave.
So this has been an amazing day where you have had the opportunity to learn a wealth of information regarding Daley College. We thank you all for joining us today, and we hope that you learned a lot about our campus. So until next time, who are we?
RJD.
JD. All right, everyone. Thank you so much for joining us. Have an amazing day.
Bye.
Bye.